So I wanted to do a tutorial on how to use your back office, but mostly on how to submit an order in Order Pro and how to use that. So first of all, you're going to want to log in to your account. This is your consultant ID and the password that you use. When you first sign up, you'll be using the last four digits of your social. You can change that if you'd like. This is your dashboard. I typically like going into my back office profile. This is where you can set up your direct deposits, which I would recommend doing right away so that after your first launch party you will have it directly deposited into your bank account. You can change your login password and other various things there. I like going into back office home where I can see my sales that are going on. I can see different recruit information I have. All of my orders are here with their order numbers beside them and their tracking numbers as well, which I'm not sure we'll need as much anymore because of the shipping confirmations that Home Office is currently doing, that they just started doing actually. So there's a little bit about that. Here you can find the current specials and incentives. So you can download host specials that are currently going on. You can add your information using the PDF and print those off to put into hostess packets. Customer specials change every so often, so keep your eye on that. There's just a bunch of different things here that you can use and print off. Out of stock list can be really handy. You can check out what books are out of stock and when they will be expected to be back on your e-commerce site. So that can be helpful. A lot of customers are curious whenever their favorite books will be back, the books that they're looking into getting. Consultant resources has consultant manual, branding guide, different various things here. So I'm gonna, blah blah blah. You can figure out most of that yourself. If you have any questions, just let me know. Get to your personal website from here, and we are going to Order Pro right here. Where you can log in, it should be the same login and password. In order to do a new order, so once your hostess, the party is closed out, or the party shopping is over with, your hostess is going to make her free book and half price book list for you. Once she has done that, you will come into Order Pro and you will click on New Order. So what you're going to do is enter her name, Susie Q. Okay, so blah blah blah. You enter all that information in. Once you do the zip code, it will automatically, once you ship to hostess and put the zip code in, it'll automatically change that tax rate there. So it'll be different based on the state that the hostess is from. Make sure you are clicking on hostess / organization so that it is shipping to the hostess and not yourself. But if this is your first party as a consultant, it's likely your launch party, you will be shipping that to yourself. So just keep that there. And then the next step will be your order information. So we'll do Susie's Facebook party. You can do whatever you want for that. That's just to name it. It's a home party and the date that it was. And yes, I have scheduled a booking and would like to offer the monthly hostess special, and you can enter the information there. Booking a party is very important when it's important for you to book a party after the party that you just did, because then you will your hostess can get the special rewards for the month, as long as they've made it to the threshold for the minimum sales that need to be reached. So you go to the next step. And here's where you're going to add your books. So right here is where you're going to select free host rewards. Now you will be importing an event, which I don't have right now because I've closed out all my parties. There will be the option to click which one. You're going to import the event, and it's going to pop up right here the amount of total retail, and down here it will show you sorry, go back to free host rewards. Down there it will show you what you have selected and what's remaining. So say it's $120 worth that you have. You start adding your books, it'll show you what's selected, and then you've got to keep a lookout for this number, because once it's in brackets it means you're over. You have an overage there. So how I search for books, I usually do contains, and then I'll do a book like All Better, and you can add the book from there. I prefer to have my hostess send me a screenshot of her wish list on the website so I can get the ISBN numbers, or having her type them out with those numbers, just because I want to make sure and for certain that I'm getting the right books for her. Because we do have books that have the same titles but are not the same exact book, if that makes sense. So I just like to make sure with the ISBN numbers so you can't really go wrong. So so you will fill her up with the free host rewards so it reaches 120. And then with the half price rewards, you come here, which would be $75 in half price books. It'll say what you have, and then you can start selecting your books. Be careful that you don't click too many times. Sometimes it'll add things a few times. You're going to want to keep an eye on the quantity over here. And once you're done selecting all the books that she wants, you might have an overage. Just want to warn you about that. It's not a big deal. They can pay the overage. It's usually only a few cents to $1 or $2. Or sometimes they want to go beyond the half price rewards and purchase full retail, which is fine. They can do whatever. While I'm here, I want to do party bonus books. So when I have someone win a prize from my party, I offer 3 different options. It's usually a mini book, some type of an activity. Right now I'm doing the magic painting Christmas cards, or I do the white queen cards, a set of 3 of those. And then the third option is always $10 extra free books if they host a party with me. If they jump on that, that's great. Then they can save that for whenever I'm at this point in submitting their free book order. So in order to do that, you're going to go to Party Bonus Books, and you're going to take a $10 book or 2 $5 books, and you're going to add that as a party bonus book. You will not pay that $10 out of pocket. You will be paying 35% of that. So out of your pocket, you'll be paying $3.50 for the party bonus books that you offered as your prize. So basically, around the same as what you would spend in purchasing a small prize and sending it. You can offer up to $50 worth in party bonus books for your hostess. That's your choice, whatever you want to do. So once you're done with all of this, you're going to go to the summary, and it will share with you a breakdown of all of the different things, like your free host rewards, which ones were selected, the small overage that's very minimal usually, your half price host rewards. Your hostess does not have to use all of them if they don't want to. Some of my hostesses don't even use them at all, but they can use all of them or some of them or none of them, whatever they like. Hostess fee, shipping and tax, and I'll tell you the total the hostess owes right here. party bonus books like we were just talking about, it'll tell you the total for that. That's what you are going to pay as a consultant. I only pay for the party bonus book. I don't usually pay for the little amount of shipping on that. But you can pay for the shipping on just that book if you want. It's up to you. Shipping and handling, blah, blah, blah. So you'll come down here and it'll give you the total, and you're going to want to subtract the party bonus book if that's being offered at this time. Subtract that from the total. And then give your hostess the total of what she owes. Make sure you always go over that with her so she's aware of what she'll be paying in the end, and if she needs to make any changes, she can. So onto the payment. Now this is where I've kind of changed how I do things. In the beginning, I was actually having people give me their credit card information so that I could enter it here. I prefer to use PayPal or Venmo to invoice them so that they can pay me directly to my bank account, and then in turn I can just use my own credit card information here and pay for that. So I don't end up paying for anything really. I feel like it's a safer way to do things. So that's just a personal preference of mine. If you do want to use a credit card system here, you add a new customer payment and it will pop up. You can add the amount that your hostess owes, all of their information. You also can break this up if they are sharing an order with other people, they're splitting it all up. They can, you can charge them for different amounts, and you go add and go to the next payment, and so on and so forth. It's pretty self-explanatory. When you, as the hostess, are paying for the party bonus item or bonus book, you would put your own credit card information in here. So, like, if you were only paying the $350, you'd put your credit card information in here for the $350 and her information up here for the rest. So I hope that makes sense. Then you go on to the next step where you finalize and review the order. Make sure that the hostess information is correct, where you're shipping it to is all set, and then you submit the order. So, and I believe that from here on out that the hostesses should be getting shipping confirmations as well, as long as you put their email address whenever you are, let's see, when you come back here. I believe that's how it's going to work. I'm not positive because this is brand new to the company. So, that's how you submit an order with OrderPro. It seems very complicated at first, but it's really not too bad. So, yeah, and then another thing, once you submit the order, there should be an option to post it to your expense ledger. That is just going to keep track of any of the expenses that you might have paid out of pocket for the hostess order. So that's a good thing to keep track of your expenses at the end of the year for tax-related things and stuff like that. So I hope that helps, and you can just kind of look around and browse back office. The support desk is very important. If you have a customer that receives damaged books, which I have had recently, or a customer who didn't get an item in their order, you would come to the support desk. I'm already signed in, but you would submit a new ticket. You would explain what it's about, and if there's damaged books, you're going to want to take pictures of have the customer take pictures of their damaged books, and so on and so forth. And they are super good about getting back and fixing the problem. So that's a handy thing to know about the support desk. Business cards you can get through Vistaprint. We have a contract with them, and they quite frequently will offer a discount. So I think that's about it for now. But if you have any questions, just let me know, and I hope this was clear and easy for you to understand. So I'll talk to you later.